Welcome in, gentlemen, Jerry's World 2025 Week 3 Power Rankings. Just want to thank you guys for another beautiful year. I'm grateful for all of you. And on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and most Fridays and Saturdays, I hope you all are doing well. Other than that, I hope you all are sucking and doing horribly. Let's get right into the rankings here. Number 14, Bauer before me, Nate Kapler. Phrase of the day, welcome to Jerry's World, Nate. And it's not initiation putting him at the last spot. Injury is to blame, with Joe Burrow going out for possibly the whole season. We'll see on that. Aaron Jones going to IR. Don't forget Bauer looked like a bag of bricks out there. Bag of bricks with that huge brace on his knee. I'm sure the Vultures, they're circling Nate's team right now with terrible trade offers. Nate, stand strong. That's what this league is all about, though. Now it's up to Nate to see, how he can get out of this injury hole in a league that doesn't offer much depth to escape these kinds of situations. Guys that I really like on his team, though, Breece Hall, he was a falling value. Puka at the end of the first round. Troy Franklin was a late round gem so far. Nate, he's not afraid to make moves. We'll see. Will a $53 pickup be his light at the end of the tunnel for Jake Browning? We'll see about that. Number 13, future Mike wins. Michael Milgren, a team that all of us can agree is based on if a true RB2 breaks out for him. Mikey went on a wide receiver heavy team. Drake London, he's yet to come through, fighting through a minor shoulder injury. T. Higgins being affected by the Burrow injury. Charbonnet is doubtful, so, Charbonnet walked so Kenneth Walker could run. Trey Benson eating into James Conner's target share and rushing share. Cam Scattaboo looking like the best RB in the Giants' backfield against the Cowboys. Mikey is not afraid to make moves either. I just want to shout out, he put the exact amount of fab that was needed for Hunter Renfrow and Jeremy McNichols, down to the dollar. Welcome back, Mike. Number 12, Dream Team, Nick Bryan. The Dream has had a nightmare start with the team I think will eventually be solid. The buy-in to the Broncos offense has had a weird start for him, with Bo Nix looking like a bottom 5 QB in week 1, then being a top 6 in scoring in week 2. There's got to be a happy medium with Denver's weapons here. Ingram's already out this week, I saw. This team is balanced, and now we got Jordan Mason taking on an RB role in Minnesota. That's in his flex. DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, they've let Nick down so far. Rome Odunze, wide receiver 1. It's just a weird start for those two, I think. This team has had one of the better RB rooms in the league with Bucky, Mason, and shot out of a cannon, Jahmyr Gibbs, waiting to explode. He'll just need some more consistency moving forward at the other positions, and he'll turn this season around. Number 11, we got Vanilla Bears. Week 1, Ross, he was looking like another one of those years where he was going to have a hot start to the season, maintaining one of the most consistent teams in the league. And then week 2 happened, scoring 70 points and his bench outscoring his starters. That's crazy, putting him at the second lowest scoring team in the league so far by a small margin. Fields, McCarthy are now out, forcing him to start QB2 in fantasy this year. That's right, just like everyone guessed, Daniel freaking Jones. Omarion Hampton is going to require patience. King Henry can't have another dud like he did last week. Golden will be an eventual every week starter for him. Ross's team seems primed for a second half of the season. He just needs to weather the storm as another team with an RB room that is elite this year. Number 10, we got Genty in a bottle. The good? Both weeks have been within striking distance and down to Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football. The bad? Parker, you're 0-2. I think Ladd and Ashton Genty's usage can only go up from here. The Chiefs' backfield looks so bad that maybe Mahomes can get 600-plus rushing yards this season while throwing 40-plus times a game. Now that could load up an elite QB1 season. All in all, I love the balance of this team. With rookie running backs needing to be patient, he needs to be patient with. Judkins already getting RB1 duties with 3 practices under his belt. So that's a great sign moving forward. Shaheed looking like the wide receiver 1 in an offense that has run the 3rd most plays in the league so far with the Saints. Kellen Moore. There really is a lot to like going into week 3. Number 9, we got punishment pariah, Ben Kapler. Most points against in the league with 313, has placed Ben in an 0-2 start. Sorry, Ben, to be part of that reason. Y'all might be wondering why Ben is so high as an 0-2 team, but he has an elite tight end, wide receiver, QB room, looking to pay anyone for an RB2 right now. That's the only weakness I see, and that tends to figure itself out as the bye weeks and injuries go through. Raya. But we got Zay Flowers, DK Metcalf, Garrett Wilson, McBride, and Jay Jettas. They're all going to consume the most targets for their respective teams. Isn't that what we want at the end of the day? That's why I had to put him here. Now, what we don't want is Rachaad White in that RB2 slot, right? But other than that, this is a complete team. Number 8, swag surfing, Brady. Now, Brady pulled years of receipts showing me that I stayed heavy hating on his teams throughout the years. He showed me years of video and written rankings of me saying, now I know this might sound egregious, but I have Brady's team a little bit lower than consensus this week. Well, now I have you exactly at consensus. So I'm getting better, okay, Brady? Our current champion is off to a solid start, and the only reason I can't put him higher is A.J. Brown is on Amber Alert, R.J. Harvey losing snaps to Tyler Bidet so far. Who would have guessed that? Having Devontae Adams as your wide receiver 3, though, hey, he's a guy who out-targeted Puka this week. That's nasty. And this team will inevitably be higher once Addison comes off a suspension. But come on, this is the highest I can rank my rival team at the beginning of the year. Like, come on now. Good luck, Brady. Number 7, Scott's Tots. Another team I'm having a tough time ranking between him and Brady. Noah has had a list of players that are difficult to gauge at this point. Brian Thomas has the 9th most opportunities among all skill position players, RBs even, in the league, but has been unable to connect for a big game so far. I think he'll be fine. Debo with a hot start, but no Jaden Daniels. Chuba Hubbard putting up points in completely different ways in week 1 and week 2. One was target share, the other one was heavy rushes. Can Chubb stay RB1 in Houston? For my sake, as a Woody Marks owner, let's hope not. It may be tough week to week to choose between Stroud and Tua. That'll be tough. But Pitts has shown that, hey, he's a resurging player. He's had a 19% and a 24 target share these past 2 weeks. I'm sure that this second place finish from last year still sits in Noah's stomach. And I think he's hungry for more this season. Let's hope not this week. Worst of luck to you. Mungo Bungo, number 6. A team that, man, he'd be top 3 if it wasn't for injuries. Braulio has had himself a squad that put up the most points last week. But with Kittle on IR, Daniels out this week, Kraft with a knee sprain, he'll have to remain outside the top 5 for now. Getting J.K. Dobbins late, George Pickens in the 5th round, and Stephon Diggs later than normal. I mean, Braulio had a heck of a draft and is looking to hold it down while his QB1 and tight end 1 are hindered. But again, no injuries, top 3 team. Killing it. Number 5, Beats by Ray, James Leone. Another year, another savvy draft from James. He has the RB4 on the year in his flex. Go Cowboys. Am I right, James? Go Cowboys. Tet McMillan, already the wide receiver 1 on the Panthers. I mean, I think he's going to get 140 targets this year. They're going to justify that 8th overall pick. Jacobs will be a weekly low-end RB1. There's a lot to like about this roster, and he'll be the first to tell you, scared money don't make money. As he dropped a band on Dante Thornton before the season started. Time will tell if that plays out for him. I mean, people are making fun of him right now. I don't think it should be. Keenan Allen, Alec Iamaner. I mean, they're nice little gems in his back pocket. Will he get enough consistent play from Kyler Murray and Trevor Lawrence and then Mark Andrews as his tight end? That's my question. That's the only question I really have about this roster so far. Number 4, we have the real McGregor, Paul Moga. I can see Paul now sitting at his local watering hole, showing off his 2-0 start to his buddies, saying, look at these fucking losers getting dominated right now. Paul has gutted out 2 wins in a row, and we all can't help but think of the year he wreaked havoc on us. And we never want that again, Paul. But Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Tyler Warren, they've led the way for him so far, while a Kayshon Boutte ad has been one of the better moves this year. So, savvy veteran move, of course. I'm worried about the wide receiver room. But again, he's solid across all of their positions, so he's put himself in contention this year from the advantages that he set out. Will Jaden Blue, will Colston Loveland fall through for him? Will they get enough reps to find their way into Paul's lineup soon? Good start, Paul. Got to give you props. Number 3, T.O.'s ballot. First ballot, that is. Now, explaining T.O.'s first ballot, I want you all to know. Rhea! T.O. had the second most yards in history, third most touchdowns in league history, and he didn't get on the first ballot because of his personality. So he rejected the Hall of Fame and continued to do his own induction into the Hall of Fame. That's why he's, first ballot, T.O.'s first ballot. My team is balanced. I mean, I wouldn't say I have the best room across any position, but I have a top 5 QB, wide receiver, and running back room with a serviceable tight end in Dallas Goedert. I don't think my team is going to win by 70 like some of these other top teams, but I'm definitely going to get a steady amount of top 5 scoring weeks. And, that'll give me a chance come December. If Henderson starts to go off like I thought he should down the stretch, I feel comfortable going into every matchup across the board. I mean, especially this matchup against Scott's Tots, am I right? Warren was a great mid-round selection. Tootin will be a league winner. Sorry, ETN. Rome Odunze is picking up the slack for Devontae Smith, and Egbuka might be Offensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, overall, I'm happy, but I'm not running any victory laps just yet because there are definitely scarier teams out there from my perspective. I'm happy. Let's just say that. Lord, Petty, Flacco, Jaime Hinojos. I mean, this may come as a surprise that he's not number 1. And I already know Jaime's cooking up this guy looks like he lives at the Willy Wonka factory kind of joke right now. He scored the most points in the league right now. QB1, best running back duo of Bijan and Jonathan Taylor, and a sneaky wide receiver room consisting of Ridley, Myers, QJ, and Mooney. I mean, he's had an interesting strategy so far. It's collect any and all tight ends possible and rotate them through his flex. He also probably wishes he could start all 4 of his tight ends in his lineup. And now I kid, I make fun, but everything's clicking for his team. Who am I to judge at this point? Great job. Pylon Pimps coming in at number 1. Eric, I think you cooked with this one. The man is 2-0 with Rashee Rice waiting in the shadows. This team is off to a hot start with the intention of being top tier down the stretch, earning him the top ranking so far. I mean, Eric has had hot starts before. He's been the number 1 seed going into the playoffs twice in the past 5 years. But it's about winning through week 17, not week 14. I think he realizes that. I mean, he got a value with the RB1 on the year so far with James Cook at a discount. CeeDee Lamb could be wide receiver 1, especially that Burrow injury. His tight ends are sneaky productive. And Jawan Johnson, I think, is the pickup of the year so far. Like, crazy production. Scary Terry, he's ramping up for a second half of the season. I mean, it's loud and clear that Eric had a game plan to win when it matters, and he's undefeated overall. That's Scary Hours in the Pylon Pimp District. Guys, just want to say I appreciate y'all again. That's week 3 power rankings. Good luck, everyone. I hope you all suck this week.